Knowing and doing. It seems that we do a lot of the knowing. We study a lot, but we don't really apply it. Why is that? Let's discuss that because it's important. Every Wednesday I'll be posting a new video to YouTube. So if you want to see more videos like this or other content that I create, hit the subscribe button, turn on notification bells, and if you really enjoyed this video by the end of it, give me a like. I really would appreciate that. You know, as we're little, we just want to do things. We want to try things. We want to really get things going. We don't care how, we just do. Then all of a sudden, when we get into kindergarten, we start focusing on the knowing. And there's nothing wrong with that, but the problem is that we don't combine them. Why aren't we knowing? In other words, why aren't we learning and then immediately applying it? School doesn't do that. Why not? Well, it's all in theory. Well, why don't they put the theory into practice? You know, it's kind of ridiculous. Today, we're in 2019. Things are accelerating. We need to move faster. We need to be able to learn and apply more effectively. But we seem to be in a dated system where people in a different era seem to be conditioned to do things in a certain way. Well, that might have worked years ago, like 20 years ago or more, maybe even 10 or 15 years ago, but that's not how it is today. We have smartphones. We're looking at going to Mars at some point. No, Elon Musk is looking into that. There's a lot of things happening. Technology is changing. We're moving faster. We've got to be more adaptable. We've got to be able to do more. But we do a lot of this knowledge adoption, and then we don't bloody apply it. When I went to school, that's the way it is. And in school today, that's the way it is. Well, wait a minute. Several years have passed since I've finished school. Why is that? Why are we so dated? We've got to change that. So how do you change that? Well, we've got to start breaking this cycle. Now, there's a lot of books, there's a lot of seminars, there's a lot of audiobooks, there's a lot of people that talk about this, and you can find them on YouTube, you can find them online. There's a lot of material out there. But the thing is that you got to be able to connect with that. How do you do that? Let's just break it down. The very first thing you got to do is you got to figure the theoretical side. But the thing is that you get the theoretical side and then you start practicing it like the very next day or as soon as you learned it right away. So how can you do this? Well, you start writing things down and then you start thinking about them. How am I going to do this? You could do this in school. I'm pretty sure you can adapt this in school. They're really using 20-year-old technology. I think it's pretty relic to me. I mean, I'm getting older myself, but I know that it's wrong. Okay? So we've got to change this. We've got to have a different method of doing things. When you take things and then you apply them, then you know if you have to adjust it. If you have to wait 4 years or 6 years or 8 or 10 or 12 or whatever, you start thinking about all the number of years that have passed. Figure out what part did I do incorrectly? And it becomes enormous. It becomes so daunting that you give up. Then you try again. And it's like, oh, it's so daunting, man. Why? Breaking it down in pieces is far easier to identify what went wrong, if something went wrong, what went right, take the things that you did right, take the things that were done incorrectly, and make the adjustment. It's so much easier. Guys, this is so easy. I want you to share this video because things have to change. We've got to change. if we don't change, if people don't change, if the system doesn't change, the model doesn't change, and whoever comes behind us is going to be doing the same thing. So it's got to change. And it's very easy, like I said, just breaking it down into small pieces. Do a little bit, try it. If it doesn't work, do something else. Try it again. If it doesn't work, try it. You just do this in shorter time frames. It's much easier to absorb. Mentally, it's less taxing on the system, and you could eventually find out if it's really something you actually wanted to do or in the first place much sooner. In other words, if you wanted to be a doctor and you tried something, you don't have to wait 10 years before you find out, man, this is the wrong path. Maybe you might find out within 2 or 3 months. Maybe you might find out in 5 months. This is the wrong path. Then you can change it. Sounds simple, right? We got to make things simple on ourselves sometimes in order to get things done, because sometimes we make things so complicated that it's really hard on ourselves to change it. And the easier it is on ourselves to make a change, the easier it is to accept it and then to move on to something else until we find out the thing that we want, and then we pursue it to the best of our ability. I hope this video has helped you. It certainly helped me. I know it's helped the people that I've talked to. There are people that I know that are much more skilled than myself. But if you come down to think about it, it all boils down to this. We become what we think about. We become what we internalize and express into the outer world. It's not the outside in, it's always the inside out. If you really enjoyed this video, give me a like. If you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll see you next time. Until then, be well.